Okay, Pisces, let's get into this. Let's just get right into it. Let's figure out what's going on for romantic love. Romantic love for Pisces. Romantic love. Nine of Wands. As always, take these messages as they resonate for you. Everything that comes out or everything that I say may not be for you. It could be for somebody else or somebody else that you're dealing with. So let's try to let go of, the fact that this is my reading because this is my personal reading. No, that's not the case. Okay, this is a message where a lot of different energies are kind of coming into the mix, coming into the play. And some of the stuff that I mentioned may not be yours. It could be the other person that you're dealing with or somebody else that you're thinking about. Some other people have thoughts, other people have minds, other people have energies that can come into our day-to-day experience. Okay, so let's remember this. All right. You have the Nine of Wands and you have the Fool. And you also have the Ace of Hazards. Okay? So you have somebody here who feels like another person is too feeble, too weak-minded, too damaged to, face the world on their own. To do something that, maybe they feel inclined to do or something that they want to do. It's almost reminding me of like, somebody young. All right, here's the thing with this, whatever this is. So somebody feels like, I'm gonna have to cut this out. Okay, sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Somebody is in, it's reminding me of like when you're a kid and your parents want you to do certain things or they don't want you to do certain things. Don't date that person, don't do this. I told you to do it this way, do it that way. Okay, and there's a reason, because they've been down the road. They've already been down that road. They know what happened and it came back negative. They didn't like it. Hang on. Man, hang on. Okay. So somebody fears what could happen to another person. Okay. And they're afraid if they go out on their own. It's kind of the same thing with parents, So somebody could be wanting to protect another person. Okay. However, people have to take chances with their life. Okay. They have to experience life for themselves. All right. They have to learn their lessons. Isn't that part of what this whole game of life is? It's kind of like that. Now, I feel like whoever this person is, they could have a lot of options. Okay. And they may have another opportunity coming towards them or coming to face them. I'm sorry, I'm getting like there's somebody that's really trying to force somebody's will onto another person. Okay. That's the bottom line of it. Somebody's trying to force their will or exercise their will onto another person. So, example. I remember when I was leaving work. And everyone's like, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure, the world is scary out there. You're not going to make enough money. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. You should stay here because it's safe here. Stay miserable with the rest of us. We're all unhappy. We're all trapped. Let's stay trapped together and miserable because we can't go out on our own. We can't do anything on our own. So people put that fear into you. And that's somebody playing on somebody's fears. That's what that Nine of Wands is for me. Somebody playing on somebody's fears. I know that somebody is damaged. And whether somebody's doing that intentionally or not, I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe their intentions aren't sinister. Maybe they have really, really good intentions because they care about somebody. But we're still hindering or still blocking somebody. Does that make sense? All right. So, man, let's say this could be like, a significant other, a partner, life partner, or, romantic partner. Ah, that's interesting. bottom line is, life is a roll of the dice. We don't always know what's going out there to face us. We just know that we have to go out there. Bottom line. Sometimes we outgrow certain things. And there's something else for us. Okay? Who is this person? Three of Swords. Somebody that got their heart broken, or somebody that broke another person's heart. Ten of Hazards. Could be somebody that they have a family with. Could be somebody that you have children with. Okay? Pets. Pets are children to me. So if you don't have children, maybe you shared a pet with this person. Okay? Whatever this is, it feels like it was family or family unit. Okay? So somebody may be having to leave a certain situation. You know. King of Wands. Now, for some, this is going to be a situation where somebody was stepping out of their marriage, stepping out on their family. Somebody else kind of came into the picture. And this person could be, you know, like a playboy or playgirl, you know, where they can't be tied down. I don't like to stay in certain situations for too long. I need to kind of keep moving about. I start to get claustrophobic. I feel restricted. I feel like my soul isn't able to grow. Nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, you know, sometimes we get these soul attachments, but the thing is sometimes when our soul is it has to grow and we're trying to find something else. And we're being forced or whatever. And when we feel like we're being restricted, it can be physically painful. It can literally be physically painful if you feel like if you're going to do something better someplace else or go in a different direction. You know, this could be somebody who's breaking free from family because there's something else in them. You know, this could be somebody who could be an entertainer, or they have more work to do someplace else, or they have to fix something here or fix something there. Something about that. All right. Now we have this Eight of Cups here. Somebody's definitely leaving behind a certain situation. Strength. All right. Could be a Leo somebody's dealing with. Could be Aquarius, Aries. Or even a Gemini energy. Queen of Hazards, the Moon. Queen of Wands. So somebody's been... I feel like somebody has trapped another person. Or handicapped a person. Or kept somebody restricted. This feels like somebody's been doing something to take away somebody's abilities to do something. To find something, to search something. I have no idea what's going on here, Pisces. The thing is somebody's a lot smarter than another person's giving them credit for. Okay? So somebody knows what's best for them. I'm just going to put it that way. How can this relate to you? Somebody knows what's best for them. The Moon, you know, you have the intuition and the key. The key is in your intuition. The key is in knowing yourself, being more sure of yourself. Okay, so somebody's been feeling restricted. You know, this Queen of Hazards is feeling locked, you know, stuck. You know, they can't, they're unable to free themselves. They're unable to move something. But the intuition is telling me, I'm not stuck. I'm not trapped. I need to break away from something. I'm the only one that has the key to get out of this situation. Okay. You also have a Cancer energy here. Okay. And somebody's like, you know what, whatever this is, it isn't for me. Whatever this is, it isn't for me. I've tried it. It didn't work. I've tried staying in this family. I've tried staying in this group. I've tried, this is going to sound bad, but I gotta go with what my intuition is telling me. Okay. And it's not up for me to judge how something does something. Okay. At least with this, because I don't necessarily resonate with what it is I'm about to say, but I have to say it because it would, if not, then that would be me restricting it and imposing my beliefs on somebody else. However, whoever this person is, they're like, I've tried the marriage thing and it doesn't work for me. I've tried the family thing and it doesn't work for me. Again, I have to stress this. You'll know when you're getting a true healer or a true tarot card reader when they relay a message that goes against their own beliefs. That means the ego has been removed. Okay? Because I think that if you have family or whatever, you should, if you're married, you don't abandon them, you don't leave them. Unless it's a certain situation where it's like, it's lethal, it's bad, it's toxic, it's abusive. There are exceptions to that rule. Now, could that be what's going on here? Absolutely. I don't necessarily know that I see it. I do see the Nine of Wands, and that could be some kind of, that could be some mental anguish or something that's been going on within somebody's relationship or marriage or family or something like that. Some kind of restriction, something like that. And somebody's like, this doesn't feel good. I can't stay here. I can't do this the next 40, 50 years. Okay? So, whatever this is, somebody was imposing restrictions on another person and made them feel constricted. And they didn't feel free. And that could be a number of different things. Somebody could be like, example. Here's a good example, okay? I remember one day listening to an 80s song, which had saxophone in it, when I was with somebody. And it was, You Belong to the City, or is it Glenn Frey? I can't think of, It is an incredible, incredible song. And I was listening to it, and it had the saxophone in it. And the person that I was with said that it triggered a response to something that reminded them of somebody who victimized them at some time in their life. And it wasn't just that. Anything that I loved, anything that brought me joy, so I was like, okay, well, I can't listen to songs with saxophone. Whew. All right. But it was other things. I'm afraid of tarot. I'm afraid of this, and I'm afraid of that. So somebody was chipping away at certain things that brought me joy. And they were trying to take those things away. So there is a term for those behaviors. I'll let you decide what that is. Put it in the comment section. Okay? And it's not only those things, there were a lot of other things too, which made somebody feel very, very suffocated, restricted. Okay? You can't play video games because of this. You also can't go out and hang out with your friends. And I'm not talking about, but I'm talking about, sometimes people, that's all that they do. It's one thing. There does need to be, structures and certain things maintained, but sometimes people are just, they take away every bit of pleasure that you have. Okay? And we're here to find some kind of pleasure, some kind of reward, because what's the point of doing something if there's no pleasure and no reward? Okay? So, whatever this is, and sometimes people don't want to compromise. That's the way it is. I don't want you playing video games, or I don't want you doing this. I don't want you playing guitar because I don't like, whatever. So somebody was taking away those things and they were like, you know what? I love it here. I love this, but I'm feeling too restricted. I can't do this. I can't. I try to do the family thing with you, but I can't do it. Okay. So my belief system is, yes, that soul needs to be, you can't be restricting somebody who you can't cage a butterfly and keep it trapped into a jar. It's going to suffocate and die. Okay. So that's definitely what's been going on here with somebody's situation. Okay. Now, as far as somebody having a family, again, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. All right. So, I can empathize. Somebody needs to go off to do something else, and they have not been watering that flower. They have not been watering that flower. Okay. And keeping it from growing. So somebody needs to kind of go out and spread their wings. All right. I don't see, I have these right here, but I don't necessarily know that I see a cheating situation. Could it be for some people? Yeah. I don't necessarily know that that's what this is. I can't say that I really feel that. At any rate, somebody's heart's definitely broken. In fact, the person that was in this wanted those things with that person, like me. The person who was taking away all of the little pleasures and things that I loved in my life, I loved that person. I wanted to be with them. So it broke my heart to leave that person. It tore the hell out of me. But I had to. Because it was making me physically sick. So sometimes we have to do things that we just have to do certain things. We can't continue to stay in certain environments because it's physically painful. It's painful. All right. And some souls they have more to do. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it there. All right, Pisces. I hope you understood this message. I hope it resonated for you. For whoever this resonates with, you'll completely understand this message. For those that find this message confusing, it is not your message. That's it. It's just not your message. Every Pisces message or every reading is not going to be for every Pisces. There could be somebody else because there's Pisces in numerous different, we all have Pisces somewhere in our chart. Okay. It's not going to resonate with every Pisces sun sign. Okay. So I'm leaving it there. All right. Do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I guess that's it. Like, comment, share, follow. See you soon, Pisces. Have a good weekend.